Each week, American History TV's Real America brings you archival films that help tell the story of the 20th century.
Perhaps the best way to describe the experiences of U.S. advisors in their relationship with the Vietnamese and to illustrate the lessons learned is to tell the story of one U.S. officer, Captain William R. Johnston, who from May 1962 until April 1963 served as MAG advisor to the 1st Infantry Battalion, 11th Regiment, 7th Infantry Division, Army of the Republic of Vietnam. 34-year-old Michigan-born Captain Johnston, with a wife and 2 children in Chicago, would soon learn that his military assignment required a thorough knowledge of counter-guerrilla techniques and infantry tactics, as well as of all staff functions. More important, he would discover that to maintain a workable relationship with Captain Tran Tien Can, his ARVN counterpart, and with other Vietnamese soldiers and civilians, he would have to make some changes in his approach toward human relationships. They cleared villages and searched huts all along the populated route to the site of the SDC post. Johnston and his counterpart found that all adult males had left, confirming their belief that most of the population were Viet Cong. At another hut, a last-moment escape by VC was indicated by food still being cooked. Despite all precautions, an ambush resulted in the wounding of 2 men. On the river, the Navy was having its own taste of the Viet Cong, receiving harassing fire from the thick jungle. In return, they opened up with their 20-millimeter cannon. As soon as the battalion arrived at the site of the SDC post, they started digging in to set up a defensive perimeter on Johnston's recommendation. He explained some of his other recommendations to the regimental commander and Khan, realizing that it wasn't enough to say this was the way the American Army did things. Following a conference, they burned the brush to uncover many traps laid by the communist Viet Cong. Their joint plan also included the digging of a moat surrounding this entire post. Construction was frequently interrupted by mortar duels with the VC, who subjected them to harassing mortar and small arms fire. Casualties were sustained by both sides. This SDC soldier received mortar fragments, and an ARVN mortar killed this guerrilla. Viet Cong harassing fire during the post's construction led to a disagreement between advisor and counterpart when Johnston recommended clearing fields of fire in opposition to Khan's desire to spare the local farmers coconut and banana trees. Johnston won his point, and SDC personnel, together with members of the battalion, burned fields of fire on both sides of the canal. A few days later, their mission was fully accomplished. The SDC post was completed. The SDC men and their families moved in to man the post and set up housekeeping, bringing in firewood for cooking and drinking water. It was a scene of domestic tranquility against a backdrop of anticipated violence.